Ooh, black sand.
Yeah,
So it's
I know,
like,
black sand.
hello, it's a beautiful day in Amsterdam. Thanks for joining us here for playing
Good morning, Vietnam.
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Now, I'm here joined by
While you did get that intro in.
I'm here joined by George from Wisconsin and Jonah from New Brunswick. Now tell us about your new book and just, that kind of opening.
That's like the most weirdest thing ever, but
Damn
so
it.
there's no voice
Why
acting.
me?
Okay, nice.
Can't get caught. Oh my God.
I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay, we probably should assign each other characters. Mainly because I did not know that there's no voice acting. I guess it's the newer ones that has voice acting.
I guess that would be good if people want to just listen to this and like it's an audio podcast.
It's also because it makes it more funnier.
Yeah.
Boy, am I nervous.
Okay, I guess Jonah's Phoenix.
Is this like his first day as Phoenix,
Yeah, this
right?
is his first.
Right.
First day, murder case.
Oh, hiya, Chief. He's like, woo. Glad I made it on time.
I guess you're Mia too.
Phoenix, I'm impressed.
I'm not gonna, I don't know, I really...
Not everyone takes on a murder case.
You don't have to do a female's voice.
All right. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Oh, thanks. Oh, actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
That's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can.
Oh shoot.
I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Who the hell is this?
Probably the defendant.
Yeah, this is the defendant.
Nanny?
Is that your client screaming over there?
Nani?
Oh, shit.
I don't think we should read all of this out. Like, people can read it if they want.
Freaking Seth, you're here. The perfect
Hey, Seth.
timing.
What up, my dudes?
Guess
Hey,
what? There's
we
no
just
voice
started,
acting in this game.
Ace
There's
Attorney.
no voice acting in this game.
Yeah, it's him.
So, there's a lot of games that are like most of Professor Layton doesn't have voice acting.
Actually,
Oh.
Professor Layton does actually have voice
It
acting.
has a lot of voice acting, but there's also a lot of text that's not voice acted.
Majority of the text is not voice acted.
That's
in
what I
Professor Layton.
meant, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Is he gonna kill himself? Oh my god.
Wait,
Sounds
wait.
like he wants to die. Yeah.
I know all of the rest of you can see that stream, but I can't. I'm gonna try to restart Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
weird.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we can.
All right. We'll see you in a sec. Nick. Oh, sorry. No, that's some other guy.
What?
who
No,
wants to
that's
do this
the
guy?
client. That's the client.
Yeah. Who wants to do this
Do we
guy?
really
Oh,
want to? Are we
fine.
really
Nick.
gonna?
Nick.
We're gonna like fucking do everyone? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we're gonna do fucking everyone.
Hey, hey, hey. there, Larry.
Okay.
If we're
Oh,
running out of
that's
time, we'll speed
fresh.
through it.
All right, go.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell me I'm guilty.
No.
Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What's wrong, Larry? What the fuck? I should have explained that Discord doesn't fully close. It actually just minimizes and it's usually there in the system tray. And I had this same or similar issues like that.
Yeah. I live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this?
Yeah, what up?
Was
Yeah.
his wife must be the one who's murdered.
Girlfriend.
Or girlfriend.
Girlfriend, yeah, sorry.
Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
I'm an attorney, not an investigator. What the heck?
Are you able to see? And then let me change it then. Hold on. Can you see this?
It's just currently loading for me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try resetting altogether.
Huh.
Okay, I'll see you then. We're never gonna get all these things have like really long intros. So if we don't speed this up, we're never gonna get through it.
Okay,
Just letting you know.
fine.
No, we could still do the voices. Just that we gotta get faster on this. My name is Phoenix Wright.
My name is Phoenix Wright.
Here's the story.
That's like a real my name
My first case
my name is Alan Wake kind of moment.
Yeah, my name is Alan. Yeah.
My name is Alan Wake. I've been fighting
This is
shadows for
impossible.
30 years.
Right. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. He looks like he's gonna go, hey, Yui. Gotta go beat the guy. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Usually the butts.
In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Wow, you really solved the case. You
Hey,
really
okay.
Phoenix
In
Wright,
Japanese,
Phoenix
it's
Wright.
even more funnier because right just means right, as in you're right.
Correct? Yeah.
Like right
And then-
I
side.
mean,
Yeah, like right side kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
In
But-
Japanese, his name is Mr. Naruhodo, which means you're right.
But
he's like
but
Mr.
right in
Correct.
Japanese does not
Yeah.
mean correct. Is that right? Does
Yeah, the right
Yeah.
side does not mean correct in Japanese. It
Yeah.
doesn't have a synonym.
it
word.
just
Yeah.
means it's like your direction,
just
Mr.
literally-
Direction.
No. He's
No.
literally like Mr. Correct.
Yeah, he's Mr. Correct.
No, but oh right, so his name is Mr. Correct, not Mr. Right, like the direction.
Yeah, he's not
yeah,
Mr.
that's
Right hand side. He's Mr. Correct.
I see.
Mr. Know-it-all, in other words.
Court is,
Yeah.
I guess I'll take this guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
Oh,
What an
they're actually
unfortunate name.
good.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, you're taking
Seth,
this guy?
Casey? No, Seth can take it if he wants. Seth, Casey?
Nah.
Really?
Oh.
Hold on. I'm gonna restart the stream for you guys.
All right. Yo, what up? We
Are you
have
able to see now?
reviewers that are like everyone in this call.
Yeah,
I
loading.
can see it.
I can hear it, but I can't see shit.
Fuck.
It's okay, just keep going.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You can also go to the Twitch stream and check it from there.
That
Yeah, but that's gonna be like late. He's gonna hear
bit,
us all
not a lot.
gasp and then see it 3 seconds later on the fucking thing.
I need to find a solution to this eventually.
Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. ...
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances. Oh. I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yeah, because that's normal court stuff that happens. Hands shaking, knees weak, arms spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
The defendant in this case is Larry
I
Buck.
wonder who it is. I think it's me.
You're gonna ruin the 100% run. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. I need to think about that.
Correct.
You see, I know this because I took law school.
System with cells interlinked. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on.
This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Oh shit, I don't know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times, except I didn't. Turn your badge. Cindy, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can check my inventory anytime?
Yeah.
Oh, that's important information. So is that the court record there at the bottom, right? All right, then I'll remember that. So it's, wait a moment. It's oh no way, I forgot. I'm trying to total blank. Oh, so they actually didn't tell it to us, I think.
No,
Are you
not yet.
actually sure you're up to this?
I gotta do some sort of. The city of Coquitlam asked me to do a freaking survey. I gotta go do that.
What
He's
the fuck?
drawn to court
fine.
duty. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Well, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Oh no, that's her. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time.
It's actually really
Jump
well
with the
done.
A button. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. You're telling me. Who's the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. It would be Cindy. It just says Cindy's. Oh, we can look at this too?
Yeah, so tab
So
R.
Okay. So R is to evidence, and then go to evidence? That's okay. So this R means profile. So it's profiles and evidence. So wait. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Let me just go look at my memory inventory. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object.
Wait, was it? Oh, yeah, okay.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Okay, I'm back. Man, I was gonna do a thing where it's
Right.
like the within cells interlinked. Have you ever interlocked your hands with another within cells interlinked or something
That's
like
the reason.
that? But then I got totally fucking interrupted.
Yeah, you did get disrupted. It's hard. You need to get a good setup for something like
It's
that.
like, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, Phoenix, right? Have you ever interlocked your hands with another within cells interlinked? Have you ever? Do they keep you in cells within cells interlinked? What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? I don't know. You know what it is.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, but I don't feel relaxed. That's
I
for
actually
sure.
don't remember any of the sound effects that's used here.
So what did we learn? We just learned that the
Tab.
dead person is Mia, or whatever.
Cindy.
Dead mate is Cindy.
The dead person is Cindy, and
The defendant
that
is
we
Larry.
can look at the look at our inventory and basically memory or like of profiles and evidence with a tab and R.
And death due to trauma, a single hit.
Well, I mean, we already knew that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well, it's also there. All right.
Your Honor, my client couldn't have killed the victim because he's a simp.
All right,
First-
can you go read this?
First a question for
Wait,
persecution,
what?
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you read it.
Should I take over the judge again?
Sure.
Go for it.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to court record.
You're gonna read that part too?
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence during the trial. That evidence is the
You don't
only
have to do a
ammunition you
famous
have in
voice.
court.
Okay, so Phoenix Wright is a defense attorney. Yeah.
Use tab in a box to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
You don't want to do that, Mr. Butts. Plead the fifth. Just stay where you are.
Wait. Okay.
You
Hold
do
on.
not want to go on
I just
stand.
noticed
That's a
something.
bad
It's,
idea. In real life court,
Yeah.
do not go on stand.
I don't know if you want to do this. There is a reset button in voice and video.
I already tried that. I even downloaded a public beta test server, and it still does nothing.
Beta
So I'm
test
like,
server of what? Discord?
Yeah, Discord.
Yeah.
There's a
hell?
PPE version. Oh, he just left. He
What
just
the
turned.
hell?
Oh, he's back. Yeah, there's a PPE version of Discord.
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Listen, Butts.
You'll get your chance to receive the persecution later, so be ready.
Yeah, I will. Wait a minute. Do we have like
Let's just say
quick
he
time
doesn't
events we
say
need to hit
anything.
objection at the right time or something like that?
Nope.
Oh,
at
thank
least,
God.
At least I don't think so.
Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Larry, do not go on the stand, you idiot! Oh, fuck.
Ahem.
Is this
Mr.
Yes.
Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, Mark Anthony.
Oh, we're fucked. Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever.
Oh, is Jonah not doing Larry Butts anymore?
No,
Oh.
it was me.
I don't know if he's doing who.
What to do you anyway? I'm Joey Wheeler.
Mr. Butts. What you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them?
Lies, all of it, lies.
All of it lies. I don't believe
Oh,
a
man,
word of it.
Butts, you dumbass. What are you doing?
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh, man,
Daddy,
it just gets
sugar-
worse and worse for this guy. Oh, poor Butts, man.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
She also had an OnlyFans. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What a, yeah.
She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, you can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Buzz, what do you think of her now?
She's been stoned to death.
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Wait, who is the client you're
Right.
defending?
You shouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't think
Larry
you
has a
want
way
to
of
answer
running
that
his
question.
mouth in all the wrong directions.
Sorry, what, Seth?
Who are you defending?
This guy.
We're defending
guy.
Mr. Butts here, the Joey Wheeler looking guy, because
boy.
his girlfriend was smacked in the head with a statue. And people think he did it because he was the guy that did
The
it,
ex.
framed
Yeah,
him,
the
or
ex.
blamed on him, essentially.
Yeah,
And this guy is
he's not exactly like Joey
dumb,
Wheeler.
but... Okay,
Stop
for
him.
one thing, we should stop him from answering, I believe.
Yeah, obviously.
What? I want to wait and see. Okay.
Ah, sure.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. In fact, it's also speculation.
It's true. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? A Ching-Shi dog. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just drop dead.
I'm gonna kill you.
Wow, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Who's going to lose it? This man just fucked him. Like, already he's arrested because for perjury. That's not like, like.
Have him answer honestly. Stop him from
Obviously,
answering.
you want him to answer honestly?
Have him. Okay, we can't stop him from answering because that's relevant.
Yeah, the other guy's just gonna get you on it. You gotta get ahead of it.
No, we'll be overruled if we try and stop him. Tell the truth. Wow, what a radical idea. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order.
Jonah's like reading everybody.
Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Wow, there's a voice.
His voice is so high and like.
I know. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Oh, sorry. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts
It's
is
the
lying.
guy who murdered her. It's the guy who murdered her.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
This is not how court works at all.
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
It's the guy who murdered her. This is so easy.
Court. Mr. Payne, if the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand.
Yeah, because the guy looks like this, sells newspapers.
You sell newspaper subscription? Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
I'll let you take that. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. Alright. So, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Oh, I guess he does sell newspapers.
And fleeing
I thought
apart.
he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. There, I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Oh, that's gonna be where we get him. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why hasn't the phone in the victim's apartment? Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. What's a perusal? Oh, okay, I see.
Review.
Perusal means to look at your leisure.
Yeah, okay.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Oh man, we don't have much to go on right now. All right.
All right, this is it. The real deal.
All right.
You're really going at this, huh?
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why? You exposed the lies and the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony.
That's not how that works, so yeah.
Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not? I went to law school.
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
That's exactly how you do it.
This problem is...
Okay, open up the court
Open the
record.
court records and tab, then find out the contradictions.
Testimony.
Yeah, the
right.
testimony.
Cross-examination. Let's get this guy. His weird dot head looking, slick hair looking. I was going to do our song subscription when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Wait, so just hey.
Hmm?
So, how do I? So, is there a point in time where I'm supposed to stop it?
Yeah, so the time of death is 4 p.m. During this time, it's at 6 p.m. There was a blackout
It was
during...
out from noon to 6 p.m. The apartment left to the death, the time of death.
Yeah, so
Time of
time of death is
No,
4 to
time of
5
death.
p.m.
Time of death 4 to 5 p.m.
So the one thing
Okay.
that we can actually do right now is go
Yeah, that's
to...
where.
He
Yeah.
says...
Where he said it was
hold on.
1 p.m. He said it was 1 p.m.
Yeah, but she died like 4 hours later at the minimum and 5 hours later at the maximum. So
Yep.
when he called, she was still alive.
Yeah, so there. Hit that. How do I hit that?
So,
How do I select this or whatever it is? Oh,
so
I
rather
log him
than
on this.
rather than presenting it, you would want to press it.
Is Jonah controlling it?
No,
1
I am.
p.m.
No, he is doing it.
Okay.
So just now I could do a hold it thing there. That's select.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So this gets them to explain what they mean by 1 p.m. If they're sure if it's 1 p.m.
That's basically asking like elaborate.
Right. Doesn't
Yeah.
that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict it.
All right, then. So I have to present it on the certain statement. Okay, so then
Yeah.
go to the autopsy.
This one?
No, the autopsy. Second
What's
to the
the,
left.
what's the coin thing?
That's our badge of attorneyship.
Oh, okay. it's on the back.
In the autopsy report.
Yeah, so the autopsy says time of death 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood
Yeah.
to the bone, loss trauma. So that would be because he said that she was dead there in the apartment.
She died at least 4 hours after he ran away all the way to a park and to a payphone.
Yeah, so
Okay.
present.
You found the
You
body,
found the body at 1
p.m.?
p.m. You should, Ethan, how
Oh,
are
sorry,
you?
that's yours.
You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Wasn't Sawit George's?
No,
No, it
doing
was
something
John's.
else. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. Got him. You explained this 3-hour gap.
This is trivia. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job,
Good job.
Wright. Way to put him on the spot.
Alright,
That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions.
that's actually true.
Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Alright. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, well, this is easy. Alright, yeah. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. This one's easy.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
Alright.
I keep
This one's
hearing
so-
Mickey
It's not
Mouse
even-
inside
Yeah,
Ethan now.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
So time of discovery. So go to the one where he says he heard the voice. Next one. Probably so. Is it free to just press him on anything?
Yep.
All right, then press him on that. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? What the? Oh, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premise.
Thanks for that.
There was only
suggesting
one
that you-
large television.
Payne, you're helping me right now.
I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
All right. So go back to the coming from the television and present the thing where there was electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. Hold it right there. The prosecution said that there was a blackout at the time of discovery. And this record proves it. Nani?
It really is a nutty
You
moment.
couldn't have heard a
Nani?
television or a video. Yeah, that's literally like what it would be if it was an anime.
God,
It's-
nutty?
it's- Yeah, it's literally like. Well,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
I can see this getting super hard later on.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Oh, well, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the beginning, the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Captain, you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Man, he's gonna sentence this guy to death.
Didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay, well, we know what to do there.
So, clock. I guess that would explain it.
Yeah, because that's how court works.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Why does he know it's the murder? Why does he even think it could have been the murder weapon at all? Why add that detail? That detail was like only added in so that you could refute it in the game sense.
Yes,
Right.
so it's the murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. Alright, now we can court record that. That's just as I said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Oh, he's anime as fuck. Just answer the question, Mr.
What do you think you are
Saw
in a
It.
court?
Okay, this guy's name also is Mr. Saw It. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Saw it.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor,
Your Honor.
if I may. Yes,
Yes, Mr. Bain.
as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, obviously.
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he
Knew the victim? Went into the apartment?
he went into the apartment. It doesn't prove that he knew the victim.
You're lying.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I just did.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. What the hell? You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned in your minds. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Faceless. Just look at the witness's face. Yeah, because that's evidence.
Would the witness care to elaborate? To his face? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah. Oh shit. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Damn. Oh, sorry.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your
Your
Honor,
Honor?
your claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think through it carefully, Your Honor.
Your Honor?
The sound Mr. Sonnet heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the cloud?
No, because... I guess if... No, hey. Because I have to think, like, what's the difference between real life and then anime life? In anime life, sounding the clock would make him freak out or something like that. But in real life, it would be like asking the neighbors. But theoretically, they wouldn't hear it, right?
But they
No.
didn't report. The neighbors didn't report the murder, so no, they
Well, no,
didn't
because
hear.
the neighbors didn't hear a murder. They heard a clock.
Right.
And examining the clock's batteries doesn't matter because how would you?
Yeah,
Well,
but
examining the batteries would matter because we don't know if it, because the clock is supposed to be on, right? So that means there has to be batteries inside.
But one
What would
use
that
of the
prove?
clock wouldn't like drain the batteries or anything. There's no way to measure that.
Yeah, but it could be damaged during the blunt hit.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the batteries wouldn't be damaged. The head might be damaged though.
Okay,
Try
fine.
sounding the clock. I think sounding the clock. Yeah.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Oh, sorry. Well, here's the thinker after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr.
Mr. Payne?
Can you tell me what the time? Oh, sorry, that's you.
Can you tell what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Oh, and that's the exact offset. That's the exact offset.
Yeah.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sot heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one. Yeah, he's breathing heavy. Ah, you forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that?
No, the witness has to prove that, not the other way around.
You mean
He's
the
the one
prosecution
stating
has
it.
to?
I
Yeah.
was so close.
But this is obviously not like
the
real
defense
court.
the defense to defend our guy, I guess, would have, like, in order to prove
Mr. Wright?
our guy guilty, like, both the defense and prosecution have to prove certain things.
Yeah.
Well, the defense just has to prove that the defendant is not guilty.
Or he could prove that there are other alternatives that could have happened.
Yeah, but in this case, they can't prove that it wasn't.
3 hours.
This is not real. In real court, you don't have to prove somebody else is guilty, right?
Yes, I know.
True.
So let's not pretend this is real court.
Yes. It seems you lack the critic. Yes.
Just-
Okay, go.
So it seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. What the hell? That's it? Not so fast, Mr. Sot. Chief.
Listen up,
Listen up,
Wright.
Wright. Yeah?
Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
The chief is over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Yeah, we can. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win.
Try thinking out of the
This
box.
is mine.
Oh, yes.
Try thinking out of
Whatever.
the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court records that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. That's not beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Yeah, this one. That doesn't prove the clock was running slow, though. It's a reason why it may have been
beyond
running
a doubt.
slow. No, I know.
Or you mean
No.
it's running 9 hours ahead?
No. It's
is.
a reason why the clock may have been off, but it's doesn't
Jonah, think about it this
prove
way. It's running 12 hours ahead.
Do you get it?
9 hours.
As in all,
There's no
the difference
PM.
between here in Paris is 9 hours, as we all know. Yeah, we all know that, right, guys? When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow; it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh!
Oh, damn, he's really done for now.
Sure got what the fuck? Took a cyanide pill.
Order, I say.
Oh.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
Here, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Well, they got confetti and
That's
everything.
that's like MS
And with that,
PowerPoint, like
This court is adjourned.
template things. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Ooh, I still can't believe we won.
Did he know to pin it on the other guy?
Hmm?
How did Saw It know to
Oh,
pin
Mr.
it on?
Saw It also saw Joey Wheeler leaving, or nearby.
Oh, okay, maybe. Larry Butts.
During the time when
Larry
he was
Butts.
actually there, they saw each other, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw Larry Butts walking nearby or walking away from the apartment. And he said, "I'll blame it on that guy,
Okay.
just some random guy."
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations, Shinji.
Wait a minute.
What?
Larry said he went
Not at all. Not at all.
in the
You fought your own
apartment.
battles in there.
No, he opened the door to find out that she was out.
How did he get in? I thought he didn't. I thought they broke up. Like you would assume that he didn't have the key, but all right. All right, no, I guess he
Not
did
at all.
go in.
Not at all.
All right, I
Fought
guess
your
he
own
did go in.
battles in there. Been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying tone.
I never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over. There.
No, Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? His girlfriend's still dead, man.
Yeah. Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. What's wrong? Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But Miss Cindy, Windy, she's gone. Gone forever.
Larry, she was never mind. Oh shit. Phoenix is
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
That's the name wrong.
Harry Butts.
Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Celebrate dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Larry's gonna date her boss. Hey, I was the one who got him off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
Present for me?
A murder weapon.
No, he has two of them.
Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Yeah, he has two of them. He made one of them.
Oh, he made
both. He made both.
Actually, I made this clock for her. Oh, that's you, Jonathan. Or George?
I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was selling to that chick. and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me? What the fuck?
She thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay?
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
What's she talking about?
Cross-examination.
Not Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. It's true. It looks heavy.
And it's also an awkward shape.
Yeah, how do you fit it in a suitcase with all your clothes and everything? Like, aren't you gonna bring stuff back too?
At least.
I know, right? It's so inconvenient.
Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Wow, this game just really, they're handing out the, like, good feelings left, right, and center.
Imagine how bad it would be if you lost the case, though.
The tutorial case?
No, I mean just like any case. The ending is
you see
gonna
the
be
importance
crushing.
of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in the heart of the cards. I mean, yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
She sounds like she's
our
about
work
to
here is
die.
done. Shall we be off?
She really sounds like she's gonna get killed or something.
Yeah, this is like her final goodbye or something.
Say, how about dinner on me? Take a toast to innocent butts. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Oh yeah, that part at least.
You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh my God, she was
going to get killed with a clock.
Killed with the other clock?